Hi, I'm Dana Tyler. This is a CBS2 News update this Wednesday afternoon, and we're following breaking news of a Long Island Railroad train derailment in Queens, just west of Woodside. This was the 1219 train this afternoon out of Penn Station heading to Port Washington. We have some cell phone video from the scene. The LIRR says about 400 to 500 people were on board the train when the axle derailed. No injuries are being reported. The passengers are now on another train heading back to Penn to then turn around. As of now, though, the Port Washington branch is suspended in both directions. NYC Transit is cross-honoring tickets at Penn Station and the 7 train at Woodside and Flushing. It's unclear what caused this derailment. We've heard from a passenger who said there was no jolt, no loud sound, just the train stopped. The railroad is working to clear the scene. It's unclear how long that will take, what it will mean for the afternoon commute. We don't know that either at this point. Stay with CBS2 News here on the air for the latest and all of our updates on our website, cbsnewyork.com. The search is on for a man who police say pushed a stranger onto subway tracks at Grand Central Terminal Monday. CBS 2's Andrea Grimes spoke with the victim today.
A random attack at Grand Central Terminal. Police say they're looking for a man who pushed another man onto the tracks during rush hour. Dae-Hong Kang tells us he feels grateful to be alive. He says he was on his way to work around 4:15 p.m. on Monday when he says he bumped into this man walking up the steps to the 6 train. He says on the platform he encountered him again.
I think this guy followed me or something wrong or something happened. So I asked him, hey, what's wrong to you? So he say, hey, you want to die? What? Yes, you want to die? So I said, you know what? I don't have time for this. Get out of my face. So I turned back, and this time, surprise, he pushed me. He want to kill me. And I dropped in the right in the train.
And you must have been terrified. What was going through your mind?
I was scared because I think I almost died because you never know a train coming or not coming, what time coming.
King says the guy took off and 2 Good Samaritans pulled him up to the platform to safety. Police described the suspect as about 27 or 28 years old, 5 feet 8 inches tall with a thin build. They're asking anyone with information on his whereabouts to come forward.
A freak accident this morning on the Gowanus Expressway in Brooklyn kills a man on his way to work. Police say just before 7 o'clock, a tire flew off a garbage truck's axle and then smashed into the windshield of an SUV in the opposite lane. The 64-year-old driver of the car died. Police say he worked for the NYPD in building maintenance at One Police Plaza, which, as we know, is police headquarters. A church bookkeeper on Long Island is accused of stealing more than $180,000 from that church. Police say Therese Ayusolino stole the money over 6 years while she worked as a bookkeeper at St. Mary's Church in Roslyn Harbor. They say she spent the money on payments to a jeweler and a car dealer, as well as dental expenses, gun shops, and fast food. If she's convicted on grand larceny charges, she could face up to 15 years in prison. 2 arrests in the shooting death of a New Jersey man delivering pizza. 18-year-old Andy DeJesus and 18-year-old Joel Nunez are charged with murder. Passaic County Police say on July 15th, Dervy Almonte Moore was delivering a pizza in Clifton when several people came up to his car. Police say he was shot while trying to drive away, and then that car hit a tree. Almonte Moore was pronounced dead at the scene. The 2 suspects are scheduled to be in court sometime today. Security video inside an apartment building shows the horrific moments of a violent attack right after this attack on a home health aide. The video shows 62-year-old Maria Rios covered in blood, leaving an apartment in Longwood on Sunday. Police say she was repeatedly stabbed by Marcus Gomez, the grandson of the woman she was caring for. In the video, you see a neighbor there right of your screen come to her aid after she knocked on doors looking for help.
She was stabbed so many times, and she had a wound that the blood was just like pouring out of her chest. The only thing I remember was crying a lot and telling her to, to stay still, to don't move, that they were coming for her.
Gomez was arrested at the scene. That's him being escorted out of the apartment. Police say his residence is listed as the Creedmoor Psychiatric Center in Queens. The Manhattan District Attorney's new policy not to prosecute low-level marijuana case goes into effect today. People who are arrested for smoking marijuana in public or possessing small amounts will not be arrested, but arrests will be made in cases where the drug is being sold or if it poses a threat to public safety. The Brooklyn DA's office stopped prosecuting low-level marijuana cases in 2014. Police are warning residents about a package stealing spree across Manhattan, and police say one man has struck at least 15 times in residential buildings. After ringing doorbells to get inside, he allegedly opens packages and then pockets the contents or throws it in a bag. Police say from January to July, he's stolen a total of more than $2,500 worth of merchandise. Some 30 million Americans may have to come up with more money to pay their taxes next year. A new report from the GAO, the Government Accountability Office, says some employers withheld too little from paychecks under the new tax laws. That law made immediate paychecks bigger, but may have failed to take into account some complications. Those employees could pay the price next spring. We'll have much more on that and what you should do to make sure it doesn't happen to you tonight on CBS2 News starting at 5. A personalized museum in New Hyde Park is helping residents learn their history. CBS2's John Diaz has the story.
Here in New Hyde Park, personal items are becoming a lot more public, and it's all to help reveal the history behind the town. And take a look right here. You can see some of the items here at the museum, the New Hyde Park Museum. Now, the president and the vice president of this museum have been working hard on this project for at least 5 years now. They've been asking residents for family keepsakes and memorabilia, such as photographs and documents, to help tell the collective story of how New Hyde Park came to be. Now, they have acquired things like tobacco pipes and a firefighter suit, and also things like land deeds and a tax roll book. The museum crew are now busy cataloging these items. They have well over 100 items and getting them online for everyone to see. They've also created more than a dozen books that they display frequently at the public library if you do want to check out some of these items. That's latest here, though, from New Hyde Park. John Diaz, CBS2 News.
And now to John Elliott with our weather forecast on this hot and humid day. John?
Hey, everybody, I tell you what, it is a messy, muggy, kind of miserable afternoon. That's why we've spent some time doing Caddyshack impersonations in the studio. You know what? I hope you got had an opportunity to get out to play yesterday, because today you've got these on again, off again showers. We've seen heavy rain, dealing with thunderstorms. All the ingredients are there for some stronger storms, too. Not only today, but tonight, tomorrow, and into Friday as well. You got an area low pressure. You have that high humidity values. You've got the stationary front. So tomorrow it's the same deal. I mean, you're looking at, you start quiet, and then things start to percolate, and you see more in the way of storms into the afternoon. Notice tomorrow, maybe a degree or two warmer, so that just will compound the situation a bit. Real feel numbers even today could be in the low 90s. What we're watching so far, though, with the clouds, we're trying, it's going to be harder to break through. But if you see sun, that's not really a good thing, because that just adds to the uneven heating, and that adds to the instability. So it's still unsettled on Friday. 87 is the high on Friday. It's still going to be hot. It's still going to be humid. The odds for rain should go down a bit Saturday, and then Sunday sizzles, but should be relatively dry. 86 today. I know it's not a great beach day, but if you are going, remember, a high rip current risk. So make sure you and the kids play it safe. Unfortunately, we're playing in the rain the next few days, then hot on Sunday.
Thank you, John. Panera Bread is doubling down on its signature bread bowl. The restaurant chain is calling the new creation its Double Bread Bowl. It features 2 cutouts that can be filled with either soup or macaroni and cheese. This whole new promotion kicked off in Philadelphia, but the company says this Double Bread Bowl could be brought to a Panera restaurant near you. Sort of looks like a shoe, possibly. A dog and a duck form an unlikely friendship on Long Island. The Benson family found an abandoned nest in their yard in Oceanside, and they saved 1 duckling. The golden retriever there, that's Brody, immediately took to the duck, and the 2 animals became best friends. They run around together. They even wear matching outfits. Brody, you see there waiting at the dock whenever the duck goes and splashes around in the water. You can head to our Facebook page at CBS New York to see even more of this special bond between dog and duck, and share that video. I'm going to do that right now because it is too sweet. Thanks for joining us here. I'm Dana Tyler. We're here all day at CBSNewYork.com, as well as on our Twitter and Facebook pages at CBS New York. And we're on television, Channel 2. We'll see you CBS 2 News at 5, and I will see you at 6. Have a good afternoon.